the band, the camaraderie up here.
Friendship.
You're a comrade.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
From the time we were 6 or 7.
And even
A group of friends all the way up, like, and Paul, as Paul said, Paul came from the south side.
There was no superstars.
There was no
we had to fight for each other.
Even the new players were welcomed in, like, part of the family straight away. Once you put on that green, white and gold jersey by your Delanys, and that's it.
You all had each other's backs.
And I said, like, I kind of felt that more than because you were from underage when I came over from the bars. Pat Doolan came to the bars, amazing. Jimmy Welch came to the bars. After a month, we were the ladies.
I think,
unbelievable.
Myself, to be honest with you, I look around at GA clubs and that the other, but the link that we have to the Delaney brothers, that hand into the Irish history, that we can kind of go, this is what we're all about.
Yeah.
You know, we defend Dublin Hill, just like these men defended Dublin Hill. Anyone comes up here, they're in for a bloody hard fight.
From us coming in from the south side, it was after a couple of games, you were Delaney's man.
Yeah.
And Jesus, and that'll always stick with me. Like if anyone said to me, "You played."
You were brought into the bowlers then as well.
Well,
and
the bowlers,
Georgie Bowler and Dennis Bowler were characters, and it was like a glue pot, and you never wanted to leave the place.
And once you got a bit of badness on the Monday, you're Delaney's man.
The pig's head.
Yeah.
And we'd go to the matches, and Georgie pull out the ham and he stick the knife into it, or the corned beef, and there'd be a bowl of cabbage, and we made. So God, Delaney's, it was camaraderie, definitely. And it didn't matter whether you were on the junior C team or you were the captain of the intermediate team. Everyone was equal.
But when you came in the gate, because we didn't have huge numbers, you were a player. And they said, right, he might be left-handed, but you know, we put him somewhere anyway.
There was no years and grace.
Yourself and Jonesy, how long he on the go? Like fairness, see?
Just looking at him there, like,
you know?
Bally, like, man, but fucking I'll say, man, play with one of the best cock players ever, like. But Bally used to be up here every night, even when going through Champions Games, Bally would be up here every night, like, amongst us, do you know what I mean? And no shit about him now. Bally would get the training gear off cock, he'd bring it up there, and here's a jersey, here's a gear bag for you, do you know what I mean? No shit,
the ducks are there, and you still have look at them, and the throw over. And you still have Connor and Gavin, and, you know.
Ducks used to make soup for us, you know, we won the minor. I was the only one. I thought it was lovely. The boys were going to get us needed.
He was having to do these socks and that. He
was trying to knock some foods and everything.
He was on the pants in the soup nowadays.
What family players really, isn't it? Yeah. We all talk together, we all stay friends. They're friends. We're all kind of still friends, like.
I suppose we never had massive membership numbers in the club, so everybody was closer, and I suppose you look at some clubs and they can have hundreds of members and they don't know each other. Up in Delanys, everybody just knows everybody, and it's all family connections and fellas going to school together, and
it's the family effort, you know. Like a lot of GA clubs would just have like a father, like even GA clubs nowadays, people just drop their kids and they're gone. They've no, you know, take in the club, whatever else. But what we always had growing up together was we were just like one big family. Like even on a Sunday there, you play a match and the parents might go into the bar and have a drink or something, but we go out and play another match out there between ourselves. Because you know, we'd kick around and we it's just this whole family effort, and it just sets us apart from everyone else, in my view. I don't know.
Exactly.
It's a bit the same as maybe a family for me as well, I think.
And there was a great core of people. I'm looking at photographs there now, and there isn't too many of them alive now. I mean, Tom O'Reilly, there's Mick Barry still there, Dick Halpin is gone, Finn Burkiley is gone, you know what I mean, the Healy's, I mean...
Dan Kiley, all these people.
They were so, I mean... You'd meet them people up here 2-3 times a week, every one of them, I mean, and everyone had an active part in it. You know what I mean? They were involved with committees and this and that. And I can remember even back in the days when the club started out first, they used to run discos up here on a Friday night. That's right. They did that, a way of fundraising money. And when it started off first, it was great. They'd come up and you could have 300 or 400 kids here or whatever, and they'd make their couple of pounds or maybe have more. But then after 1 or 2 years, and it got to be a hard chore because unfortunately society changed, and when kids started drinking and smoking and they started doing this and that and rowdy, so that put an end to it.
I also think like Delanys was always a place where everybody got a fair shot. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to talk about other clubs, but I know certain other clubs would cater for their strongest 15 always, and young fellas, like I know young fellas who've left our club, gone to other clubs, but had to come back because, you know, I think everybody got a chance anyway. Not saying everybody got a fair, you know, minutes wise, but I think everybody got a chance, you know.
And to this day it's the same.
Trying to run over to this day, like, do you know what I mean? No matter what, they all get a run, like. Do you know? And don't get me wrong, you could beat 5-0 for a match, but they still get their run, like, do you know what I mean?
What do you mean? And I suppose the most important thing about sport is that it's not about, like, it's lovely to win. It's lovely to win competitions. I mean, we were long enough trying to bloody win that intermediate, and we eventually did. But it's just the participating in it, and every year the enjoyment that we gave to our parents, our friends, our family. I mean, when I think back, and everyone would say, "Oh, Jesus, the best hurling matches we ever used to go and match when the Delanys were playing." I mean, we never got beaten off the field. There was only always a point or two, that kind of way. But I mean,
I suppose it was always kind of a small club, so we were. It was more family orientated, like, because all the families have been through the club. We said, you know, geez, you can name them all. No, they were like the Egan's, Collinses, ourselves, McElhinney's, Moynihan's, and all of them. Sure, we could be O'Brien's.
The O'Brien, Spriggs's. But I think we had a good bit of fighting spirit too in us, like for a smaller club. We kind of.
You were the kind of small man.
We punched above our weight an awful lot over the years. I remember we played Nemo in the junior city division there last 2 years when Connor and Gabby were training us, coaching us. But they had a couple of very strong teams. They had been in the All-Ireland senior final the year before, and they kind of started late that year, Nemo did. So when it came to the championship, they had 8 or 9 fellas who were on the senior panel.
Fucking Kerrigan was playing.
But we played a great game. We probably the best football game we played against. One of the best games we played, and we beat a started Nemo team. But after the match, their manager came in. He said, "There's something about you. We find it very hard to beat Delanys, this team especially. We had something in us. We just sort of didn't care. Like we give it a rattle all the time. Like, but a few years, I think we punched above our weight. Like."
Them years, there was fierce fucking want for the win there. Them years, though, wasn't there? Everyone wanted to fucking win, like, you know.
Which I think it was just we were lucky to when we came in. You kind of, as I said, Barry Egan to look up to. There was aspiration there as well, like.
There was, but even our own team, our own age, there was the amount of fellas who came through that team who kind of stayed all the way up to senior, up to that level was probably. Unheard of, like. There was 10 or 11 fellas there kind of stayed in the club and stayed playing all up junior, like.
But you were the same, even the fellas that kept the club going down, like say Johnny Lehan, they don't know, with my dad and Brian Horn even at the time there, like, and John Mayer and what they're all doing at the moment. There was always fellas that kept it going, like, even Dan McCall, God rest him, like.
Yeah.
He was some worker too, like.
Yeah, well, he was.
Then Queenie, you know, everyone out throughout the different generations, there was always someone who kept it going, like.
There was.
It's easy to keep it going when things are good, to be involved, like, but when things are fucking bad, it's more important, they're supposed to have fellas there.
I know, but you were like, we went for the high win in the county that time, and like, fuck it, the years we went down there, it was kind of me and the boys there involved in Spriggsy and Eddie and lads, so we went through it all, like.
The highs and the lows.
We were from senior, we were playing 30 side junior C.
We played from senior in 2003, say after won it, to play in junior B. What was it, 4 years ago?
2020.
You know, that's through the ranks. We went up and down.
Yeah.